Hey, what's up, guys? All right, I am so pumped up to be here with you. Want to make sure everything looks okay here, and we're going to literally get started immediately here. So, those of you jumping on here live, let me get a couple screens set up really quickly. So this is actually cool. They changed the interface. So welcome on Erlene, Mike, Patty, Paul. Let's see who else. Jeremy, great to see all of you. So, guys, here's what I want to say. So, we are recording this thing, making sure, yes, we are. And I really, I just threw this together, what I'm going to share with you tonight, over the course of the past 90 minutes or so. And this really came from, there's been a few times in my life where I put something together. They tend to be kind of last minute. And sometimes it's like a whole day I put something together, but I usually don't do things that have been planned for weeks or months and, put together some master thing. And then just like, you have this fluid presentation that just like extracts thousands of dollars from you. And I could do that. That's not how I best operate, but this tonight is really, really special because there's an opportunity in front of you, and it's a win-win all around. And it's the reason why I decided to do this tonight, even though I'm not like fully organized. In fact, I'm like this much organized. And I'm not afraid. Like I could care less if I have all the fancy slides to show you and all this stuff. Now, the only disadvantage to you is that you may not be served in the same way. Like if I were to redo this presentation in a week from now, it's going to be more organized. There'll be more slides put together and things like that. And so what I'm going to be doing, and welcome on, looks like we have Anthony, Mike, Steve. I think I welcomed everybody else. So if I missed you and you're here live, I'm really grateful that you're here. And I am really serious and really excited about what we're doing here. In fact, I've never been so passionate nor inspired ever in my career. And some of you, I'm looking at the names in here, some of you have seen me on stages in front of thousands of people. And even some of you even saw me retire my dad back, one of the pictures I showed in the emails. And I think, in fact, everywhere I put this out there, I believe I shared the picture of me retiring my dad. And so I'm not going to go through the whole story because I already put all the words out there and you probably read it all. And so, Dion, welcome on. The long and the short of it is that I retired my dad. He was retired for years. And then, and in fact, just to throw this further, I retired my mom a long time ago, like many, many, many years ago. And I'm super grateful for that. And Arlene and Dion, welcome on. And Jeremy was there. Totally, man. I love that. It was such an amazing experience. And by the way, guys, just to be congruent with what I started with, when I'm on that stage with my dad, guys, that literally was an inspiration in the moment from a gentleman who had gone up and shared a story about his mother, who I believe had cancer. And I was so inspired. I went to the coordinators of the event and I said, hey, can I retire my dad on stage right now? And they said, let's do it. And 5 minutes later, I'm standing up there with that picture you see of my dad. And it was not planned. And it was me following my heart in the moment. That's exactly what's happened tonight. But this isn't just about my dad. See, he's a catalyst and a part of this with what I'm going to be doing. And many of these things have been on my mind, my heart for weeks and months, some of it literally for years and years. And so I'm going to be sharing some with you tonight. And if you guys could just bear with me 1 second, I want to make sure nobody else is trying to get on from Facebook. Just give me 1 second. Mandy, we already started. Let me give this person. Okay, that's it. So I'm not going to mess with that anymore. You guys have my 100% attention from here on forward. So here's what I want to share is that I will have some slides. I am going to show you some things tonight. And I want you to know that. So what I'm going to do is actually pull up. Let's do a screen share. And I want to make sure I address the things that I sent out the email and that I put on the post about. And so, in fact, you know what's even easier? We're just going to go to my Facebook post and we're going to look directly at that. That's way easier. So share screen, screen number 1. Freaking Zoom. There we go. So can those of you that are here live, can you go over in the chat and tell me if you can see my Facebook post with the picture of my dad and I? Can you see that? I want to make sure. And if you can just type a 1 into the chat, then we'll make it really clear. There, the picture of my dad and I. Okay, perfect, guys. Thank you so much. I super appreciate you. So here's what I want. I'm not reading this to you. What I wanted to do is right here, these bullet points, I want to make sure I cover this for you tonight in a relatively organized fashion. So number 1 here. And before I even go to these things, what I want you to understand is that the compensation plan and the thing that I'm building right now, it's a really, really beautiful thing because it's done in a way where I get to help you build your business. And I don't, for those of you that understand binary compensation plans, what it means, you know what? I'm throwing the whole freaking mix into you guys. You want to see some stuff that only one person on planet Earth has seen at all? Because I see a couple of you guys are at. By the way, if you're already on the team with me, you're more than welcome to be here. And if you're not in, or you were in a long time ago and you're not active anymore, it's all good. Let me show you something really quickly. Nobody's seen this graphic. You guys are going to get some. Now, you're going to see a whole bunch of things like this during our team launch. But what I wanted to share with you is that we have a couple different groups. Now, the things I'm going to be talking about tonight, they are only offered in Team Inspire Summit over here. And you're going to understand what that means before you leave tonight. And so we have our basic group. This is for people who are called pre-enrollees. And then we have Team Inspire Base Camp, which is for anybody who's purchased any product with us in our entire organization. That would be you, anybody that joins you forever. And then Summit, it's very, I mean, this is, guys, when I first started this back in December 2018, all we had was the version of what Team Inspire Summit is over here. There were no other groups or any way to work within the groups at all. So these are all additional ways that we're serving people now. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that real quickly. So what I'm going to do is open up a little quick window here. What I want to do is show you in a very simple format here what we have. Let me see. Ooh, whoa. What? I have no idea. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. We're going to have to redo that because I don't know what I clicked. I've been using this program for a long, long time and I don't know what just happened. I'm going to make that line a little bigger so you can see it. And we're going to make it dark blue. Oh, come on, man. You're killing me. There we go. Okay. So how a binary compensation plan works, guys, is that you are here and there's only 2 legs for you to build, your right leg and your left leg. And so there are some people that first joined me because this is how it works for me too. I'm up here and then there's some people down both legs. And so way back when I first started this thing, and hang on, I'm going to redo this because I do not like those blurry lines. There we go. So right and the left leg. And so when I first started back in December, there were people that started joining me. And in fact, some of them are on here. Like Jeremy Droppel was one of the very first people to join me. And let me see. I can only show you guys so much. We have I can't imply income, and because we're recording this, I can't show you any income. But what I can do, what I'm going to try to attempt to do here, is show you some of the volume that's been built over time. Let me see here. So I'll show you right here. Can I show this without? You know what? I don't really care. It doesn't matter. Here's what I'm going to show you. It's right here. So if you guys look on the screen, over here on the, I'm going to make this so we can draw on it. Right here on the, no, that's too small. Forget it. Sorry, guys. So you see this number down here, 400,799. What this means is that Michael down here, and then you guys see Jeremy Droppel right here. That's right here with us. I've known Jeremy since, man, Jeremy and I have been running in business together since August of 2007. And he started with me in the company that took me to a full-time income over that next like 6 months or so. So anyway, sorry, the next like 9 or 10 months or whatever. So this 400,799, what that is more than $400,000 worth of volume that's been put into Michael's business right here. And he did not do that himself. The part that he's done is the 40 right here, as far as this month. So look at the leverage. He did 40 of this, and he's even put in a few brand new members over here. But of this 40, he got a multiple of like literally 10,000 times more. I'm pretty sure that's either a 10,000 or a 100,000% leveraged increase over what he's done so far this month. That's amazing. But I wanted to show you that. I know some of you, like, your brain is like, what? I can barely imagine 100,000. What do you mean? What does 400,000 mean? It means that is an amount of income that I've helped him build over all these months. And so have other people. And I've done a whole bunch of versions of that all across the whole team. And what I want to do is share with you. So that's a little bit of like, if you choose to lock in with what's in front of us right now, you're going to have some of that built down either your left leg, like I was showing, or your right leg over here. And it doesn't matter which leg, and none of you are going to keep up with what I could put down below you. And what I'm offering tonight is some special things just for people who are with me, that are personally enrolled with me. And a lot of these things I've been wanting to do for quite some time now. And so because we have a compensation plan that allows leveraging like that, what I wanted to do was give you a little bit of how to take more advantage of that. Because Michael, that I just showed you, that had the 400,000 in volume, 400,799, down his, when he's able to balance that with his other leg, he starts getting paid. And what that is basically a huge amount of residual income. And it's waiting for him, and it will literally be there forever for the life of his business. And in fact, it'll keep growing to the tune of, if I can find where here it is. It will keep growing. Let's see what it was like last month. Last month, it grew by a total of 21,000 plus another 8,500. So basically about 30,000 per month. It will grow to the tune of, like you guys can see here, it actually grew by this amount last month, 21,000, because it was just over 400. So anyway, that will continue to grow, and it'll continue to grow even faster and faster. So I wanted to show you that because this is significant money. This is life-changing opportunities up in front of you. And that when I shared with you, I've never been so passionate and inspired in my life. See, tonight's going to be a little different, guys. I'm not going to stay on here for hours, and I'm not going to pump you all up. I have never been so certain in my entire life and career about exactly what I'm doing. And some of you are going to benefit in a major way from this. And I don't know for how much longer I'm going to offer this type of thing. There are versions of me directly helping you. And in fact, here's another thing, just to show you how serious I am about this, is that I've never opened up like what I do. Let me show you this, because this is a really important part of what's happening here. Normally, see, we do these things. We're doing this thing called power lines. So what happens is that in our business, someone can pre-enroll for free. And I'll give you an example of one of those pages. In fact, I'm going to give you one of the pages for those of you here live. I just put one in the chat. Now, you don't need to click that right now, but I'm going to show you that page right here. And when you come to a page just like this, when someone enters their name and email, they get locked into the power line. And so what that means, I've never, ever shared anything like I'm sharing tonight to someone who hasn't first locked in the power line. But I'm giving everybody a chance tonight. There are some of you on here that have probably never locked into the power line, and that's okay. You're probably going to want to by the time you see what's happening here, but that's an example. Another page just like that would be a page like right here. And yes, the pages, you see how they look completely different? And there's other versions of them as well, but they all ask for name, first name, last name, email, phone, optional. And so I just wanted to show you that is when somebody locks in a free power line position. And as soon as they lock that in, everybody else who locks in after them, I start building down below them. Now, over the course of my business, the last time I looked, I have locked in more than 800 people over the past 16 months. But that's what's, you get to do that for free. Like there's no other commitment. I have also, last time I looked, was around 180 or 190 fully upgraded paid members of those 800. Now, and there's people, in fact, I just talked to someone that is locking in fully tonight because I shared with them more of exactly what I'm doing. And they read the email that, or the Facebook post that a lot of you read, and they've been waiting for what I'm offering right now for months and months and months. And so I want to detail more of what the opportunity is for you up in front of you here. So when somebody locks in their free power line position, by the way, it would work the same if you chose to lock in and run with me and with us on the team. And I'm going to, tonight, guys, see, I normally do webinars for the whole team. Tonight, this is only for those of you joining me personally or my dad or whatever the link takes you. It's all the same. It doesn't matter whether you're directly enrolled, because I have a position for my dad, whether you're directly enrolled with him or directly enrolled with my business, it doesn't freaking matter. It's all the same. You will be treated exactly the same. And there is no advantage to one or the other. I just want all of you to know that. In fact, even with Jeremy Droppel on here, who is like, looks like from what I saw, like the second person to ever join me, second or third, that Jeremy gets all the exact same advantages every single one of you does. I didn't want to take anything away from people who joined me like, 16 months ago. In fact, they actually have even more benefits, and we're probably not going to go in a lot of details, but we have a team rotator, but I am doing another special rotator just for personally enrolled members. So what happens is when someone locks in their free power line position, we then start building a big army down below them. Now, when they do that, the way it looks to them, see, they don't know there's a left and a right leg unless they've come through some of our videos. To them, they just see it like this. They just see these people going down a big giant line. And that's why you call it a power line, like this. And whenever somebody else comes in below them, they get added, and they're going to get emails that say, hey, you have so-and-so that just joined. You have so-and-so that just, paid and locked in their position. You're going to lose them if you don't lock in your position by midnight. And so what happens is that every Thursday night, let's say down here, let's say this person and this person in red, let's say they both paid to lock in their positions. Well, every Thursday night at midnight, and let's say up here, this was, you or someone up above you or whatever. Whenever somebody pays at midnight on Thursday night, these people jump up and they go above all the people who did not pay. And so this one down here, because they came in after number one right here, number two, they would jump up above and they would go directly, they basically go right. I'm going to try to draw this so it makes sense. Right here. So this person goes there, this person goes right here. Does that make sense? And they're above this blue person right there. So the paid members jump up to all the free members. But then let's say at 12:01 a.m., this person decides to pay. Well, because they missed out in their position, now they jump up, but now they just got leapfrogged by number two around here, and they basically become number three. And so hopefully that makes somewhat of a sense to you. So I want you to understand, we help each other build teams. And so because I've been marketing online so this coming month, guys, in May, it'll be my 14th year doing business online. And I have literally spent hundreds of thousands of dollars. I've ran team co-ops. I have spent money and I've spent time in virtually every single area the only place I haven't spent money yet is TikTok. I don't even know if you can spend money there. I haven't even barely looked at it. Maybe a couple others of the brand new places. I have basically done every single thing you could possibly imagine. And so what I'm going to offer tonight is an ability for you to leverage that. Now, I've been wanting to do this for quite some time. The reason why tonight is because I realized, I look at this whole Corona thing. I've been calling this the Saint Corona blessing of 2020. And what I mean by that is, let me stop the screen share. What I mean by that, guys, is that there's amazing things happening all throughout humanity. I'm watching some of my mentors that offer, paid courses that I paid $600 for, that I've watched tons of people pay hundreds for, that they're offering it for free for the first time I've ever known them, ever. I've seen people stepping up and serving, the communities around them. I'm watching people step up in ways that are just brilliantly inspiring, and it's just absolutely amazing. And so the reason why I call this the Saint Corona blessing of 2020 is that it's a big reset for so many people. And one of the blessings that are coming out of all this is that my dad was fired last month. And when it first happened, there was a bit of like, damn, well, what are we going to do? So I immediately told him to run his numbers and come to me and tell me if we just go bare minimums, no going out to eat, no buying clothes, nothing. Like, what do you need to keep a roof over your head and to keep food in your house for you and mom? Because all of us are, I'm the oldest of four. We're all long gone out of the house. Even my youngest brother, he just turned like 30, right around 30. And so we're long gone. And so I'm sharing all this because that blessing of my dad being fired was the calling for me to re-retire him, because it didn't feel, in fact, just going to be straight up, like 2018 was the worst year of my life up until that point. And then it got even worse in early 2019. Even thank God I'd already started this business, because without this, would have been just a complete shit show. It already was, but a lot of it was the repercussions from in 2018, my dad going back to work, me going 6 figures in debt when I'd been debt free since 2005. Can you imagine that? Imagine, so many people's dream is like, you just want to be debt free. Imagine being completely debt free for 13 years, and then all of a sudden you go 6 figures in debt, more in debt than ever, like in your entire life. Now, that sucked. It sucked in a lot of ways, and that's just the financial stuff. There's emotional trauma, relationship trauma, everything was impacted. It was crazy. And so the big blessing to come out of all this is that I realized I can help and hang on, there's like a Q&A. So yes, Steve, this is fully associated. I don't even see Steve on here. Are you still on here, Steve? That's really weird. Okay. So anyway, so it was a big blessing for my dad, because when he came back with the numbers and let me know what he needs, I knew we could generate that for him in his business. And as part of that was like the catalyst. And the catalyst before that was my dad being fired was a catalyst for me to be inspired to do this. And before that, the catalyst was Corona firing my dad. And before that, the catalyst was my dad going back to work. And there's just this whole chain of these amazing blessings that have all lined up. So you're going to directly benefit, for those of you that are, you finally want to create some income here. Oh, you know what, Anthony? That's crazy. I put it to all panelists instead of panelists and attendees. My apologies for that. Let me put those links again. And by the way, they're the same. It doesn't matter. So anyway, those are the links. And that's just to lock in your free position, guys. That's all those links do. And so, but I want you to stay really focused. By the way, so if you have like a little side tab or something, go enter your name and email there, because there are going to be more people coming in. And in fact, since I sent the email and since I sent a couple of people on Facebook, we have a handful of people who've already entered their information. And there's going to be lots more. Like I said, I've already pre-enrolled 800 people over the course of the last 16 months. And I have done, well, I was going to say 0 paid advertising. I'm actually currently paying $30 a month for advertising. That's it. And that's only been the last 2 months or so. So I want you to realize there are literally thousands of people that will be coming in. So Anthony, you have to copy and paste them, because I don't think links directly work in here. So, and you can just private message me, or by the way, they're in the emails as well. So feel free, I'd be happy to hook you up. Private message me or send me an email. I can send you those directly to click on if you'd like. So all that does is lock in your free position. Now, what I'm offering tonight is, and again, guys, this is not fear of loss. I'm not doing some psychology play. So there's some paid co-ops for my entire team. Now, my team just passed 3,000 members a few days ago, but not all of them are qualified, but some of them are qualified. And the ones that are qualified, it takes a lot more structure and management to be throwing paid traffic at hundreds or 1,000 or however many people are qualified or whatever. And so what I'm doing is getting things started by starting with just my personal enrollments. And from there, and in fact, this is going to be direct help from me, but also direct opportunity for you to leverage my 14 years of copywriting, of masterminds, of all the coaches I've hired, of everything I've done. So a lot of people are like, Jason, I can never do videos like you, or man, you're an amazing copywriter. I don't know how to write words and get people to take action like that. And you directly can tap into that and have me directly advertise your direct business. So not only will I still be putting people down either your right or your left leg, because I only build one of those directly with my efforts. So for example, when you lock in, let's say the next like 800 people that join me as like free members, like I had mentioned, and let's say I do that over the next 3 months instead of the next 16 months, because now I'm just starting to scale up my paid ads. I'm just about to start going in deep. That's why this is perfect timing for all of you, is that you're going to see crap loads of people start to be entered down below you in the power lines, and a percentage of those, which so far my ratios have been close to 25% of people. So every 4 free members I put in, one of them pays. Of everyone that pays, the vast majority come in at what's called executive. And you'll understand a lot of the big benefits I'm offering are only for people who are executive qualified. I'll make sure you know exactly what that means by the end of tonight. It's far under $1,000. It will be one of the greatest, wisest moves you've ever made. But I'll make sure you understand what that even means, because that's all just a bunch of bullshit until I show you, put the walk behind the talk there. And so so let me go back to the email I sent, or the Facebook post, in fact. So let me share the screen again. Share screen 1, and Facebook post. Okay, so I think I have enough of the background there. Oh crap. People are like, I didn't mean to click that stuff. So, and let me do one last check-in here. People who can't follow directions, they just didn't. Oh, hang on one second, guys. Sorry, someone that I've known for like years, they had jumped on here live with you guys for a second, and then they jumped off. So I just wanted to make sure they knew like they should jump on right now, get back on. So here's the deal. The first thing I'm going to be offering, full over-the-shoulder marketing sessions where, so I saw a friend do this back in 2011, and I wanted to do something similar, but I didn't want to commit to it. Just being deadly, brutally honest. For those of you who don't know me that well, like, I'm not afraid to cry, share the truth. I don't really give a shit. I don't care what you think about me. I am not, now I care about you very much, but I don't care if you're like judging and stuff. That means nothing to me. I know exactly who I am. I know what I stand for, and I know what I'm here to do on planet Earth. And my primary mission is to help people, especially in the kind of times we're in, to help you pull out your God-given gifts inside, go create an income that helps you to create freedom and get out of your job, retire your spouse and parents and everything else. I've retired multiple people, guys, and a lot of people over my career, in fact, but I've retired, my executive assistant, I've retired friends, I've retired multiple family members and all kinds of stuff. It's been amazing. And so I'm brutally transparent. Wear my heart on my sleeve kind of a thing. So what I'm going to do, I did not want to commit to these marketing sessions, but here's what they are. I'm literally going to do a Zoom very similar to like we're doing now, except for it's not going to be webinar format. It's going to be where you can literally jump on with me. You can share your screen. I can share mine. And what it's really going to be is you're just going to watch me do marketing so you can do the exact same thing and learn from someone who's made millions of dollars. Not only have I personally made millions, 2 million, that I have literally, my teams have done multiple 8 figures over the years. Just one team alone actually did $31 million, just one part of one team did $31 million in just 6 months back in early 2015. It was just amazing. And so I built huge teams of well over 100,000 members over the years. And because of the way this compensation plan is structured, where I have to put at least 50 to 100% of everybody who joins me down below you, you directly benefit in a major way, because I really have not gone really deep with this. Now, I've been all in and fully committed to this for the last 11 months, even though I started 16 months ago. That I told you there were some repercussions. My life got really messy early in 2019, dealing with the 6 figures of debt and all the shitstorm I created in 2018. And so you're going to have full over the shoulder sessions with myself. This is only going to be for my personally enrolled members. Nobody else is getting an invite. You can't invite, none of your people can get on that. And unless you do a version of that down the road for all of my team's called Team Inspire, that's when, you know, you could invite other people on. But I want you to understand, like, I want you to be selfish around things. I want you to look at these things as, you see, it's like your oxygen mask in a plane. If you're not, like, you have to secure your own before you secure somebody else's. If you're dead, you can't serve anybody. Does that make sense? So, like, we need to get your business and your emotions and your foundation set before you're able to fully help other people. So full over the shoulder marketing sessions, you're literally going to be watching me in YouTube, in Facebook. You're going to be watching my paid ads. I'm about to start running on Facebook ads. You're going to be literally watching everything that I'm doing. And now you can see my lack of commitment here. I say at least once per week. Part of my vision is to be doing that 5 days a week, but I am not willing to commit to that because I'm not willing to like pull back on my word. I'm a man of my word. And so we will do that at least. That's why it says at least, those magical little 7 letters. That very well may be 5 days a week. I will not do it 7 days a week, no matter what. So it might be a Monday to Friday, it might be a Tuesday to Saturday type of thing. But it's going to start out at least once per week, and you'll get full recordings and everything. So you can just see everything I'm doing. You can literally like copy along with that. Now, we already have a lot of that in the team, but that is the generalized team step-by-step training. This will be, you know, this is a lot bigger commitment. It's going to be like 60, 90 minutes, something in those ranges. And you're going to be seeing me do marketing for myself and for the team and everything else that we're doing. So that's one thing. You're going to get direct access to myself. Everybody on my team already gets this. That's joined me. So, you know, as I'm looking over here, Erlene, Jeremy Droppel, there's multiple people, Patty, that are already with me on the team, that you get direct access to me. Guys, I charge $2,000 a month for personal coaching. You can literally go ask me any question anytime in Messenger. You will get an answer. And in fact, a lot of time you'll get audios and you'll get me pouring into you. It's what I do. I will do versions of that for your team that you introduce to this as well over time. But the majority of it, they get access through our teams. And a great example is, so I'm going to show you one of our base teams. I showed you that little slide earlier. Here's our base camp team, which is for anybody who's paid. This is part of our team. A bunch of people are not even there. And what the heck is this doing? That's crazy. It's like making me click. That's wild. What? It's something with Zoom. Actually, this is crazy, but this is a piece of our team. New members coming in. Here's our 5K leaders, welcoming them. Here's step-by-step videos. Here's people with questions. Here's our team just passed 3,000 members on the 14th, so just a couple days ago. Here's our SEO crash course. Guys, this alone, I could easily charge $297 just for this YouTube training right here.
Group, and we'll
3 hours and 32 minutes. You see this training? This literally is worth $300, just this one little lesson alone, which is part of our giant unit section training. So, and there's all kinds of things we're doing. Here's some updates. I just did this yesterday. Like, guys, there's like endless amounts of value in there. So you get access to myself. You don't have to pay. You're not going to pay me anything for this access. All you have to do is join directly. So all of the links I give out all lead to these things. So ability to take part in our launch here this next week. This is going to be a huge advantage to you. So what we're doing here is we're going to be explaining parts of what we're, now you guys don't get full explanation of this tonight because I don't have all the slides developed, and it's just part of, you know, we're going to be covering all this in the launch, but I am going to be covering it for you. So those of you that wish to, for example, I'm going to give you a great example, is like this post that I just did on my timeline right here. So imagine you have a set of words like this. Now, it's not going to be about retiring my dad. That doesn't make any sense. This post was written only for myself. But I want you to imagine that I changed some parts of this up. And obviously the words were enough to get you on here because you showed up. Does that make sense? Like if you were willing to get on here, other people will be willing to get on if you were to share the versions for them. Does that make sense? Like it's not going to be about me and my dad, if that makes sense to you. So imagine you having copy like this and even videos of me. So imagine instead of the picture and the words here, that imagine you have a video that I've given you and you post it right on your Facebook timeline, or you post it on a YouTube channel. And it's okay if you don't do those things, or you don't even have a YouTube channel, all that's fine, but you can take part in what we're doing. And we are putting major emphasis into what we're launching as a team over the next week or so. And it's going to be multiple days in a row. Every day you're going to have value to add. And the whole thing is going to be us educating people around how we build a business. Guys, I have built this business, in this industry. I have built all these teams of over 100,000 people strictly using the power of the internet for the last 14 years. You guys can ask Jeremy Drappel on here with us tonight. He's been a big part of it. In fact, my first team of 4,400 members, he had more than 1,000 of them were just with him. So just him alone was responsible. He had like 25% of that whole team below him. And he's watched it. He's been in the trenches with me for all these years since 2007. So like just showing you, like Jeremy Drappel and I met literally online. And I remember when he joined the business, and then I called him and we connected. That's exactly, like I didn't call him. I didn't cold call him. He actually saw a set of words back in 2007 that were nowhere nearly as good as the kind of words I can write now. And he joined a business. And now we've been running together for almost 12 and a half years now. It's freaking amazing. So anyway, there are, like Jeremy says, I will never forget that day in conversation. Guys, Jeremy has made thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. In fact, within his first year, probably his first 6 months, he replaced a full-time boxing salary. He was a professional boxer. He replaced his boxing salary with his online business income. It's absolutely amazing. So that was back in 2007-8. Just imagine what we can do here in 2020. So our launch, this directly is going to help some people get into profit very, very quickly. Direct access to me, for me to advertise your business for you. Now, this comes in twofold. So number one, it comes in the form of a percentage of everything I make in my business is directly going to feed in the team co-op. Now, here's something I decided. And this is the part I don't want to share too publicly, because some people will feel like it's not fair, but this is how it is. This is the reality, is that I will be putting a percentage of every dollar I make is going to directly go into what's called a rotator of every single fully qualified executive that is a personal enrollment of mine. So for the couple of you that are already on the team, you're not an executive yet, you're going to want to upgrade to an executive, which, by the way, guys, most people already are. It's like, it's usually like executive, or they're sitting around as a free member waiting for the right timing. And what I've noticed, I'll share this as well. Our team had a major, in fact, I'm going to give you guys, let me see if I can share you these numbers directly. We're screen sharing. Now, guys, this is like super private info. So let me see before I show you this spreadsheet that I keep. I will show you this right here. Can I just pull this out? You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to take a snapshot. Okay. Bear with me 1 second, guys. Oh, you know what? Wait. We need a little bit more data. There we go. Okay. This is what I wanted to show you guys. And yes, Anthony, your rotator will build whatever leg you point it to. So you have to have 2 legs in this compensation plan. I will be building out one like a mofo for everybody. Like I already have. That's why I showed you the 400,000. Now, granted, that's 16 months of work. That's only going to get, like if you join now over the next 16 months, anybody should have far greater than 400,000 because we're just accelerating all the efforts now. If that makes sense. Michael, that position I showed you with 400,000, that should be well over $1 million in the next 16 months, way over. So anyway, here's what I'm going to show you is a snapshot of the growth. It's crazy. It's like a full. Okay. Here's what I'm going to show you guys. So what this means, I know it looks like a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Oh, you can't see the numbers at the top. That's okay. So at the top of the screen, guys, are the days of the month. So right up here, this is day 1. Here, let me draw something really quickly for you. This is day 1. This is day 2. This is day 3 of each month. This is March up above this blue line right here. Down below it is this month here in April, all the way up to today, which is right here, the 16th. Does that make sense? So one column going across is each day. Now, here's what I want to show you, because these numbers are going to look confusing as hell. Here's what I want to show you. These numbers, new affiliates, is the total number of affiliates by a given day in the month. Here's what I want to show you. Back pre-corona, like let's go back to March 3rd, you can see we had 18 total people on the team. Now you see it start to accelerate a little bit, but it took all the way until, what day is this? 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, till the 11th to get to 100. It's good enough. So we got to 100 on the 11th of last month. If you look at this month in April, which is post-corona, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 7th right here. Ooh, hang on, delete. There you go, 7th. You can see we're at 114 members on the 7th. You know why we got to so many more members 4 days faster? It's because there are so many freaking more people joining this industry. In fact, let me show you this as well, because this is something we cover in our normal Thursday night presentations. And right here, preview. Oh, come here, dude. There we go. So guys, this was a sampling of Those of you that have heard of Success Magazine, you can see at the bottom, data compiled by Success Partners. They did an informal study back on March 22nd. Now, this compared February 1st to the 20th compared to March 1st to the 20th. And what they found out was that 86% of all network marketing companies actually grew more in March than they did in February. March 1st to 20th compared to February 1st to 20th, that is totally during Corona time. Isn't that crazy? So, and if I were to show you numbers from even before March, you would see even greater spread of numbers, like, holy crap. In fact, let me go. Are they big enough to want to show you? No, they're pretty close. We got, in fact, on the 11th of February is exactly, we went from 96 to 105 members. So it was almost like a mirror of the same that we did in March. But then things started accelerating once Corona started kicking in even further, you know, like the middle of March or whatever. So what I wanted to show you these numbers for is that, and in fact, if they do another, I haven't checked, if they have a new recent study, these numbers are going to be even more accelerated. This industry is blowing up. Why? Because people need a way to make money online. Why else is our team especially blowing up? Because we build this 100% online, 100% through the power of the internet and online. So I wanted to show you, like, I'm not just giving you a bunch of bullshit like, yeah, our team is blowing up. I'm showing you the exact freaking stats from our team. I'm showing you the exact proof from industry, like, guys, Success Magazine, that's like, I'm sure a lot of you heard of Entrepreneur, Success. Those are major industry publications. So I wanted to show you some of those things. And so here's what this rotator, there's two of them that you need to pay attention to. Now, there's one for the team, and it works for people who are executive qualified. So that's for the whole team. Now, that one is not kicked off yet because we're just now finally starting to create a bunch of traffic, because I've been like super unorganized over the last 16 months. We've had a lot of team growth since, you know, even since June of last year, things started really accelerating. And so now that I'm finally way more organized, now it's freaking game time. And so the team rotator is just about to start. So that's one benefit to you. The other benefit, and now none of my personals have ever, so like Jeremy Droppo, other people on here, you're going to be flipping. And every single one of you that's on here live, this is going to be a huge benefit to you, is that I don't know the limits to this. I probably will have to put a cap on this. In fact, I have a person on my team that put a cap on his with the first 100 people that were fully qualified. And it took a little more than just executive. So, and I'm going to do some even more special things here too, but I'm probably not going to talk a lot about them tonight. Here's what matters for you, is that the people who join me personally, which again, that's my dad, it's my business, that if you're personally with me, that, and guys, that'll just be till the end of time. I'm not going to keep qualifying if you join my dad. I'm just treating everybody that joins him exactly like my personals. So that I'm going to be doing a co-op and sending traffic directly to you for being a part of that as well. So that's a couple things. Now, here's another one. I am going to allow you to pay money for shares of a co-op, and I am going to do the paid advertising on your behalf. My copywriting, my videos, everything. And here's the part I have to be careful. I am not offering this to the rest of Team Inspire. So anybody who's not personally enrolled by me, they're not going to get that at this point. I don't know. I mean, I don't know when I can offer them that. The reason is because if I were to open up to the whole team right now, I mean, guys, just imagine we have 3,000, more than 3,000. I think we passed 3,100. So let's say it's just 3,000 people. Let's say of the 3,000, let's say only 10% paid for a co-op. that would be 300 people. Now, if just 300 people, let's say the co-op shares were like $200, 200 times 300 is $60,000 in ad spend. I don't want to go from 0 to 60,000 because we're going to be highly inefficient with just blasting out $60,000 from 0. You have to ramp and scale up. So it's not like I haven't managed giant co-ops before. I've managed co-ops of tens of thousands of dollars a month. But the problem, if you start from 0 and jump to, let's say, 60,000, the problem is we will be wildly inefficient. And a lot of your money we will literally be pissing away. And I'm not willing to piss away each of your $200 shares. So now, again, that's not a requirement. This is just a bonus, a benefit to you, okay? I am not offering it to anybody else in the team. It will help us dial in our tracking, dial in our systems, and that, like, I'm gonna get a feel for everybody. You're probably going to be able to buy more than one share for those of you that want to do a little more. I mean, guys, there is, like, for example, one gentleman who's already 100% committed. Guys, he's wanted to join for months and months and months. This gentleman makes a lot of money at his full-time job, does not have a lot of time for his family, and he doesn't want to invest the time to learn all the ad stuff. When he heard, because I let him know, because I know him personally, and he's been on my mind the last few days, I reached out and just left him a quick audio on Facebook and said, I'm going to be opening up that co-op where you can just pay some money and I'm going to do the ads for you. And he was like, I'm all in. He's literally said, I'm all in. I'm coming in executive tonight. It's done. So now you may not be in that situation, and that's fine. But I do want to offer that. Here's the other part of it. I don't know how, like, there has to be some kind of limits to it. I don't know what those look like. I can tell you, if you're here live tonight, I promise you can get in for all of that stuff. For everything I've talked about, you're in 100%. I promise you get first dibs over everybody else. And that includes those of you who have already joined me over the last, 16 and a half months, because I joined December 4th of 2018. So let me see. So so guys, we're not going to go too much further here. This will be like my shortest webinar ever. So first, I want to reach out. Do any of you that are here live, if you have any questions, please ask them right now. Let me stop the screen share there. If you have any questions at all, please ask them. I'm going to take a quick drink here. And I know there's a couple other things, but I want to make sure I clean up your questions. I'm going to show you how to get signed up, and I'm going to show you some of the tools you already have available to you. Any questions at all in any capacity, including those of you who are already on the team, or you haven't even pre-enrolled yet, any of that stuff. What is the affiliate sign up in the website? Can you tell me more what you mean by that? I will walk you guys through, like, how to do. Is that what you mean? Hang on, I have to. So one thing I'm going to do, oops, screen share again. Oh, wait, Q&A. Hold on a second. Okay, Anthony says, can I schedule a time to speak with you? Yes, Anthony, reach out to me on Facebook, and we will go back and forth with audios. If you require a phone call, I'll see if you do require one, but most time we can answer just with some audios, or just type to me what you need. I'm not going to be on the phone all hours tonight, but I am committed. If you're serious, I'm committed to you. If anybody's, I'm just telling guys, I'm not being a dick. I'm just straight up. If you're tire kicking, you will not get any of my time. Definitely not tonight. Probably, I mean, you're not going to get any direct phone time, that's for sure. You have to be deadly serious, and you prove that by joining as an executive. And depending on what part of the world you're in, that's between $300 and $600. So, yeah. So I am going to walk you through how to sign up, and let me just go ahead and do that right now. Let me take the drink I said I would. So bear with me a second. Where's my website now? Hold on. There's so many windows open. Okay, here we go. So the first thing, the login is mydailychoice.com/login. You can only get there after you've already pre-enrolled. And let me answer Eric's question too, because this actually, we need to answer this first. Does registration with one of the two links above work? Yes, it does, Eric. How much is it to get all the benefits you spoke of? So I'm going to cover that exactly right now. I'm actually going to show you exactly how to sign up, but you have to have so listen to this. Okay. I don't want any of you to lose out on this, that you have to be pre-enrolled with one of the links I put above, which takes you to a page like this or like this. If you're not locked into these pages directly with me, with one of those links I gave, if you're attached to somebody else in the company, you will not get any of the benefits that I'm offering here. So, and Dion, I'll fully answer what you're asking there when we walk through this. So this is something, just so you guys know, I do this every Thursday evening, and I walk you through. In fact, I have a whole video I could actually send all of you to right now and just say, go watch this video. It shows you how to sign up. I'm actually going to do a little shorter version for you right here because I've already explained rotators, executive, everything else. So what you do, I hope this works. This is one of the emails I use. Okay, perfect. So once you've already locked in your position, you'll go to the site I gave above, which is mydailychoice.com/login. And it'll take you, this is just a little demo account I have, guys. It'll take you to a page that looks very similar to this, exactly like this, in fact. And so you'll have 4 steps here. Now you can totally check out steps 1, 2, and 3. To lock in your position, that is done over here under step 4. And so as you'll see here, congratulations, Jamsky. You already have 4 paid affiliates and 126 pre-enrollees in your team. Now, oh, Jeremy, thank you, brother. He says you can't see my screen. I must have forgot to click the share. Thank you so much, Jeremy. So guys, what I'm going to do, hold on. I'm going to back up out of this. Thank you, Eric. Same thing. Guys, I appreciate you so much. So you go to mydailychoice.com/login, and then it defaults right here. You have to click on pre-enrollee, and you see how it says pre-enrollee login here? The default screen says affiliate and customer login. You don't have a password yet at all, because when you pre-enrolled with one of these 2 pages with your name and email, there is no password. So whatever email you entered into there, you then come to mydailychoice.com/login. You click on pre-enrollee, and then you enter the email that you entered down here. So once you log in, now you're taken to these 4 steps. Now, guys, you're more than welcome to check these out, but I don't want you to become confused by any, I mean, guys, let me say this. The reason why you should check out all of the steps is because you should know everything. If you're going to come running this, okay, if you're going to make a full-time income, doesn't it make sense that you should want to know every possible thing about this company and about exactly what you're doing? Just like when you start a job, if it's in something you need some kind of basic training, even if it's in like an occupation that you already know how to do the occupation, like let's say it was like sales job or something, You may know how to sell because you had done it in the past, or you may know how to, work in the oil field at the same position you've had in the past. But if you go to a new company, usually there's going to be a new set of special procedures that's unique just to that company. So it's exactly like that. So yes, you should check out steps 1, 2, and 3. You can do that at any time. If you're under deadlines tonight, let's say you're even watching the replay, because I'm going to get this replay out immediately, that you want to come into. And by the way, for the replay, you're going to have buttons below this that help you get pre-enrolled and everything else. So you come over here to step 4, and this is this demo position. You already have 4 paid affiliates and 126 pre-enrollees in your team. If you wanted to see your team, you can click on the blue Your Team. And if we scroll down here, it'll show all the people that have come in since February 26th under this particular position. And the ones that show up yellow are paid members. Sherry is locked in there, came in from Chris. That's awesome. Patricia Rice locked in there. George Wilson and Renee Ford all locked in there, which is super cool. So it shows you have people on the team. And now below it, by the way, if that is down there, you have to click on the blue again to get it closed. This tells you how to get started, but I want you to ignore this video because I'm going to show you how to get started with what I've offered you and with my team called Team Inspire, because this getting started is going to talk about things like, hey, you can come in as a free affiliate. And if you follow those directions, you're not going to get access to the things I've offered to you. So you click on Get Started Now. It'll ask your country. Go ahead and just fill in whatever your country is. And that's for product availability, by the way. So here's what I want you to focus on. If you are in the United States, now listen, this is a qualification, not just for me, but for all of Team Inspire. You have to come in with a HempWorks executive package inside the United States to take part in what I just shared with you. That's it, period. There is no, I will not make any other exceptions. If you are outside of the United States, inside a country that you can't yet get CBD products, then you want to get the spray executive pack right here. If you are in any other country around outside the US, by the way, so if you're in Canada, I'll just share with you, you can't get the CBD products in Canada. You can get some of our hemp products like the hair care line and stuff like that, but you probably just want to get the spray executive pack. If you are outside, let me make this very simple. If you're outside of the United States, you have to either get the spray executive pack or 2 director packs of your choice, which includes the Mantra essential oils, not the single Mantra oils. Wait, actually, let me see the single oils real quick. The 7-back, yeah, it's not big enough. It's only 60 BV, so that doesn't qualify. So you can do the Mantra essential oils because when you click on them, see how it says BV 100? So outside of the US, you need 200 BV total. So you could get 2 of these essential oils. That, see, now it's 200 BV. Or you could get 1 essential oils and 1 HempWorks Director Pack, or 1 HempWorks Director Pack and 1 Spray Director Pack. That would equal 200 BV. So you just need to make sure you have at least 200 BV outside of the US. Inside of the United States, you have to have 400 BV, which is what the HempWorks Director Package. You'll see right here, BV 400. You'll see this package is $599. The other packages are anywhere from $150 to $199. And you need 2 of them for those other ones. So it's going to be between $300 and $400 based on what you get. If you're outside the US, inside the US, you have to get 400 BV. I'm not going to go into details. This is just how it is. And it has to do with your commitment to the business. And if you're not willing to be fully committed, neither will anybody that joins you in the future, even if you don't tell them your commitment level that you chose. And I I've been doing this for 14 years. I've literally helped over 100,000 people, and I've watched the patterns. If you're not fully committed, then your business will, you basically have a 99% chance of failure without full commitment. So when you come in here, it tells you what you need to do. Like the executive pack, for example, it says choose 12 items. You come down and you choose 12 items. Now you can look through the site and check out what all these things are, guys. It's totally up to you. What I'll share with you is around the CBD oils, that the 750 milligrams versus the 500s, these 750s are $20 more per bottle. So if you get any 750s, it's going to add a little more to your $599. Everything else minus the 750s, it's just the, choose 12 things. So Renew topical cream, Relief, and Revive. The Revive and the Renew are facial creams. The Relief is kind of like the all natural, way better working version of like Bengay or Icy Hot kind of stuff. This stuff's amazing. I use it almost every day. I love it. Our full spectrum CBD oil is really our flagship product in the company. It's what made this company be the #1 fastest growing company in 2018. It took the company from $10 million in 2017 to $100 million in 2018. 10x growth, making us the #1 company literally in the entire space. And so super recommended. We have all these brand new flavors of, natural, peppermint. Well, those are all the original flavors, but now we have strawberry guava, watermelon mint, lemon lime. They're freaking amazing, guys. Like the lemon lime, it literally smells exactly like that. It's absolutely like, these things are, I didn't even get to try them all yet. My favorite up until recently has been cinnamon all of these months. I like the peppermint too, but I love the cinnamon. Cinnamon may fall because I just ordered like all the flavors and I'm still like testing out different ones. So, and no, you won't. Anthony, thank you, bro. Great freaking questions. So Anthony just asked, is that what we will pay on all future auto ships? No. Really, really great question. So guys, if that makes sense, you choose 12 products here. Let's pretend like, what did I order up here? One of those. And let's say we come down just so you can see it all on one screen. Let's say I got 11 of these. Let's say I choose 12. Oh, too many. You currently have 13 items selected. So if you choose, here's what I tell people. Just keep choosing items until it tells you you can't choose anymore. Oh, you have 15? Okay, I might as well take some away. I have 13. Okay, let me make this 4 instead. Boom. Now I have the right amount. So, and by the way, if you have under the right amount, you click add to cart. You've only selected 9 of 12. So it's pretty user friendly. You'll figure it out. So that's how you choose the items. Now I want to answer Anthony's question here. It's a really great question. So guys, what auto ship is, it doesn't happen in your first calendar month. So we're here shooting this live on April 16th. Your auto ship won't come into play until May 1st. And it could even be all the way up to May 25th. What I recommend is you try to do it on the 1st of the month. And we have reasons for this. We have full explanation in the team, but it's okay if you need to do it later in May. You do need to do it in May. And so your auto ship will start in May. And we actually, by the way, we have a brand new customer retention program. Every month you stay on auto ship, you get more and more money in cash back to use for whatever you want in the whole store. It's freaking amazing. In fact, I'll even show you guys. They just started this a few weeks ago. I'll show you the first money I got back, like 19 bucks or something like that. So what auto ship is, guys, is that you have to have a monthly order, again, starting your following calendar month, of 90 BV or greater. Now, what the vast majority of the entire team, and guys, I'm not exaggerating, it's just because you save the most amount of money. Most of the team does one of the director packs, because these are, I'll show you the sprays. The sprays are amazing, by the way. I use them every single day. I have a whole grip of them right here. I have more. So the sprays, the director packages are 100 BV, but with the director packs, you get the discounted quantities on your bulk orders. So for example, if you go to get individual sprays, you're going to end up paying, you know, these are basically 100, here, let's just do the math for you. This number divided by 8. They are $18.74. Now, if we go to get individual sprays instead of a director pack, check this out. I'll show you. Where are the sprays? Right here, individual spray. Let's say I wanted one of these. They're $25 each. But up here, they're only $18.75. Does that make sense? Like, so you're saving a huge amount per item when you get them in the bulk packages. And you get like amazing savings in the executive packages. So that's why most people on the team do a director pack on their monthly auto ship instead of nickel and dime individual products. Now you can change your auto ship. So I will share with you guys, there are months where I do like a spray director pack. And if I build up enough supply, then other months I will go get Mantra essential oils. Like these are 100 BV. And again, you get a better break on these. So I will go grab one of these so then I can try all the oils, things like that, if that makes sense. So the things that are not in any of those other packages, I believe the CBD bath bombs are not included. By the way, these used to only have 4. Now they have 6. They're amazing. You'll see they are 25 BV. So, you know, you could get 4 of those on auto ship. That would be your more, you have to have 90 BV or greater to stay executive qualified in the compensation plan. And so you come in as an executive, that gets you everything I talked about. It also, guys, I'll share with you, I'm just going to show you the comp plan super quickly. So you realize, hey, it doesn't matter. You will maximize the entire compensation plan when you're executive qualified. If you weren't executive coming in, you get paid less. That's why I don't take people serious who aren't executive right from the front, because then they are not going to get the maximum amount of money. They're going to have to do more work to make the same amount of money. It's silly. It's totally not being serious about business at all. So that's why I demand people, like, guys, I'm going to be dead honest with you. I do not directly work with anybody who's not executive qualified. And if somebody comes in not executive yet, they need to upgrade to get to work with me directly. So does that hopefully that makes sense, Anthony? And thank you so much for that question. I wanted to make that super clear for everybody. And you asked it at the perfect time. So again, guys, to make this as clear as I possibly can, and please keep the questions coming. If you're in the United States, you want to come in with 400 BV. The biggest bang for your buck is the HempWorks Executive Pack, plus you get to try all of our flagship products. Now, we also have our new Mantra essential oils, and our, you know, the High Life Travel thing is, I wouldn't worry about that. That's like a back end product you can just add on down, you know, after you're already in. I'll also share, those of you here seeing this, you know, if you're seeing this on a replay, everything I'm offering is still valid. This video will be taken down if I'm changing anything around. But remember, on Thursdays is when people jump to the top of the power line. So don't wait. You still want to lock in your position. Let's say you're watching this like on Monday or something. But please realize that people are passing you by every Thursday at midnight. When you lock in, you're locking in all those paid members. Like I showed you the position for this Jamski character. They have 4 paid affiliates, and everybody else who signs up over the next 4 hours and 34 minutes, they're all going to be locked into Jamski's team if he locks in his paid order by midnight Pacific. So Anthony asks, can you pay with 2 cards? I don't believe you can. You're going to have to sort some kind of creative arrangement out. I'll tell you what I would do, Anthony, because I've been in your situation with that. Here's what I've done in the past. I have gone to a trusted family member. I've asked them to cover this for me while I then go, I'll do cash advances or whatever I need to get them the money directly. And in fact, I don't just give them the exact amount of money. I always give them extra for their trouble, because you should never ask someone for something without giving them something greater in return. So I always give them additional value. And Anthony, there could be ways to do that if customer service were open for live chat, but they're not open for live chat right now. They closed like an hour or two ago. So I don't believe you're able to do that through the company. That's why I said like creative financing, you're going to have to get creative and do something on your end of things. Let's see. Any other questions, guys? So you come in with, you come in with, if you're in the US, executive pack 400 BV. Everywhere else in the world, 200 BV. Even if you wanted a nickel and dime to get to the 200 or 400, you can. I can just tell you, getting to 400 BV is going to cost you more than the Hempworks executive pack if you're doing it through like individual tinctures and things like that. The other thing, here's what I was going to mention. These soft gels with the CBD plus line are freaking awesome, but like these coffee berry ones, I freaking love them. But here's a problem. Due to high demand, we are temporarily sold out. These things sold out really freaking fast when they announced them. They are coming back in stock, but I don't think it's till here in May. And so the only downside to all of you is that you can't get any of the CBD plus soft gels. But that, guys, it's just, you can go get them on your auto ship next month. So you'll get to, there's plenty. Those are a brand new addition. The company just added them 2 or 3 weeks ago. And with the executive pack, like you guys will see when you're coming down here, see how it says sold out under all the soft gels right there. So those are the like the company almost never, ever sells out of anything. It's super rare. And in fact, if we go up here, a bunch of these flavors were all sold out because they just announced all the new flavors. They already have them back in stock. You see like the strawberry guava, these were all sold out. All the flavors that were not cinnamon or peppermint, they were literally all sold out and they're already back in stock. That's all within the past 2 weeks. That's how fast this company's supply chain and how much they have things dialed in. It's a completely debt-free company. The company's been around for 6 years. And they're coming out with new stuff all the time. All these soft gels, all the new flavors, brand new product lines are coming out, all kinds of amazing stuff. So if you're 400 BV in the US, 200 BV everywhere else in the world, then everybody's monthly, that gets you qualified, a fully qualified executive everywhere on planet Earth. Then your monthly auto ship starting in your following calendar month. So let's say you happen to see this video. Let's say it's April 30th. Come in, lock in your position. Then, and by the way, forget it. I'm not going there right now. And then following calendar month, which starts on May 1st, you have to have an auto ship set up for 90 BV or greater. And again, I recommend just doing a director pack. And you can change those at any time in your back office. It's super simple to change any of those. Let me see here. I think I've covered everything. Any questions, guys? So we're 90 minutes into this thing, or 85 minutes probably. Do you have any questions around everything that I've shared and what I'm offering you? I'm more than happy to spend a few minutes answering any final questions for you here. And I am also then going to see if I can fly to Chick-fil-A and before they close to get some food for my kids. So let's see. Sweet. Okay. And I'm just waiting, guys, for any questions here live on the thing with me. Let me also, if you're seeing this as the recording, there are buttons below this page that tell you, lock in your pre-enrollee spot. Here's how you log in, that kind of stuff. They're all down below this video on the replay page. I will get this all up for replay here. And guys, I plan, right now, here's what my honest thinking is that I think all of these things will probably be offered here for April. I believe it kind of depends on how big of a rush happens and how much response I get to the emails I'm sending out and things like that. And I have very specific goals to help my dad create specific income. And I would like to exceed those goals. In fact, I think we'll probably have exceeded them here probably within the next couple days. But we'll see how things go. And here's what I'll share with all of you is that, so I have a gentleman on my team named Mike. He was my mentor back in 2009, and he joined me here because he saw how amazing this thing is. And Mike is an amazing marketer. He's made $1 million in a single day. So what I've done a couple times over 14 years, he's literally done that in one single day. That's how amazing of a marketer he is. Now imagine, why would someone like that join me in a business like this? Number one, because of, am I good? Screen sharing, hold on, right here. Because of the way I support people with these different mastermind groups, that's one reason why. He knows I'm here to serve and he knows I'm here to help out. And the other reasons are because he dug very deep in this company. By the way, the CBD products completely changed his life. He has a big tumor in his neck. He has other stuff. He did a giant split test with these products and across, let's see, he tested 20 different CBD products across a dozen members of his family, or maybe it was 12 products across 20 members. I'm pretty sure it was across 20 products across 12 members. And the products, there were 3 that made a major difference for them. The one that made the best difference that he knew he could market the most is right here, which is what you're staring at it right now. So a gentleman who's made a leader in the industry for a long freaking time, who's made $1 million in a day, jumped into this thing. And so what I wanted to share with you, he did a special thing where he's doing this special top 100 people. And I'm probably going to do something very, very similar. Now, for his top group, you had to pay $2,000 on top of everything I just laid out to you. And so I am not going to require the same things. And at this point, I'm not planning on requiring any extra amount of money besides the offering of, if you would like to invest into the co-op where I'm going to advertise for you, then I'm going to allow you to do that. But there's not going to be a requirement at this point. But that doesn't mean I may start a more serious group of people that are way more committed and all in. And we may do, on top of everything I'm sharing here, we may add even more additional value. So that is on the table, but I haven't structured any of that stuff out officially. But the reason why I was sharing you this is that those top 100 people, and it's Mike's, I'm watching Mike post right in my side window there, that he didn't know how long it would take to get to 100 people. The top 100 that all paid like a couple $1,000 plus came in as fully qualified executives on auto ship. And if I remember right, he thought it was going to take him like maybe 2 or 3 months. And in fact, we had a lot of private conversation around this. The whole thing closed out in like less than a month or something like that. It was way faster. And he was like, holy crap, this comp plan has legs. And the reason why it happened is because people are seeing, I'll show you why. It happened because of what I showed you on the screen at the beginning of this webinar. because they're getting all these messages from corporate like, hey, so-and-so joined your team. And then they're going into the back office and they're seeing things like, hey, you have paid affiliates and pre-enrollees on your team and it's still growing. And people are just like, oh my God, it's the most genius marketing that I've ever seen. And this is all just the company built in stuff. This isn't even all the additional ninja stuff. Like I'll show you guys an example. You guys know how I just walked you through how to purchase the different products? Check this out. I'm going to show you something that this is a page. What's up, my friend? This is a this is a page that everybody on the team can get. And now this is a special tool, but it's an example of this video. Very important video. It actually doesn't show you how long it is. I think it's about 20 or 30 minutes, and I'm going to be redoing it. What I just showed you on how to choose your different products, this video walks you through there. And then below it, I'm in Get My Executive Package. All of this stuff is already set up, and you don't have to explain any of this. So if anybody in the future says, hey, what package should I come in with? You send them your version of this exact page, and Jason does this for you. Like, guys, this is how I built these gigantic teams. In fact, a bunch of you didn't get to see this. Let me share with you. Oops, wrong thing. Hang on. I'm going to share with you very quickly a quick slide. Bear with me 1 second. Can you inspire Thursday webinar? Okay, sweet. Uh-oh. Hang on. There we go. So what I'm going to do, guys, by the way, here's a little screenshot of the network marketing industry versus the movie industry plus video gaming plus music plus the NFL. We are bigger than all of those combined together. That was before Corona. With Corona, like the movie industry, guys, instead of doing like $55 million like they did a few months ago on a given weekend, $55 million in a weekend, they did $5,000 a couple weekends ago. The entire movie industry did 5,000 instead of 55 million in a single weekend. So clearly Corona has some far and wide effects that a lot of you, I'm just like, unfortunately, a lot of people are going to be in the situation of my dad, and they're not going to join this until it's too late. So I've been there before. I learned my lessons. Hopefully you have some foresight and get in and build before you need to. Here's what I wanted to show you is that this is a team here. I'll just show you this. This is a team I started building back in 2008, December of 2008. And as of 2017, the team was 25,150 members. And this is just in the first 5 levels of that team. Now, just 2 years later in 2019, the same team was all the way up to 32,000 from 25,000. Now, here's why I share that. Those extra 7,000 people, I have not touched this thing since somewhere around 2011. I literally haven't touched it. I've only helped a few leaders when they've reached out to me over all of those years. This is a true passive residual income of thousands of dollars a month. And I share this with you because we're just barely getting started with this team. And I want to show you and this team is I'm sure it's way bigger now because it grows every freaking day. The team still grows, and I haven't touched it for basically almost a decade now, and it's still growing. So the reason I wanted to show you guys that is that this isn't my first rodeo. The way how does this team still growing? Because they have tools. Oops. They have tools kind of like this page I just showed you right here. Guys, just watch video. We're going to explain to you what these power lines are that we've been building below you. and also going to show you how to get your position locked in. Now, so if you receive the whole, I just walked you guys through a version of what I shared with you tonight, but you don't have to do the selling, the explaining, or anything. This Jason guy on the screen there is telling your people what they have to do. That's why you never have to sell. Guys, I don't sell shit. I haven't sold anything for years and years and years. All I do is direct people on what they need to do next. That's it. And I don't get on phones and haggle with people. I don't play that game. I have no desire to, and I could care less. Do I lose more sales that way? Yes. I could totally get in. I could go cold message thousands of people on Facebook, and I could bring a crap ton of more people in. I don't need to. I use marketing to attract in people that are already the right fit for what we're offering. And then I give them and my entire team and you these types of tools to do all the selling and the marketing for you. Does that make sense? So I'm not even sure what else to share with you here. That's everything I can think to share. So you guys that are here live, do you have any questions before we close this thing out? And I showed you how to get sign up. I showed you the packages. Great question from Anthony on the auto ships. Showed you a little bit about the power lines there. Here's some of the guys. So you'll be fully qualified for the summit group over there when you, so that summit group is people who are fully executive qualified on active auto ship. And when people drop off of auto ship, if they do, they get removed from that brand new summit group right there. So that's really cool. So what's going to happen, guys? I will be spending the majority of my time in our summit group. Now, this isn't going to be just you. This is going to be everybody on Team Inspire that's qualified for that. But that will be where I literally spend more than 80% of every support second I give in this business. In base camp and these other groups, people in those groups, they can post questions and things and they're going to get answers, but they're not going to be as fast and they're going to get responded to a little bit more slowly than the level of service up in Summit. The vast majority of all the income on the team is going to be created over here in Summit. And we've already proven that. I've proven it for a decade, well over a decade. And if I happen to have, I think I closed it down. I did. I had a screen earlier today proving some of the graphs and the statistics around this, but it doesn't matter. So I don't see any more questions, guys. What I'm going to do is, let me actually, hang on. There may be a question over on Facebook Messenger. Oops. Uh-oh. Okay, cool. So I don't see any direct questions that apply to all of you. So by the way, what I started to say, and I don't think I completed my thought, was if you're seeing this replay and you're still here in April, well, just flat out, if you're seeing this replay, everything I offered is still part of everything here. What you have missed out on is anybody who's already jumped up above you. Do not wait. Do not wait until Thursday at 11 p.m. to try to sneak your way in. That is the worst way to try to do business. And what you would be surprised at how many people, they see this like on a Sunday or a Monday and they check things out and they're like, okay, cool, I have till Thursday. And they wait, and next thing they know, oh shit, something happened with the spouse, the family, their job, their health. Something came up that was unplanned, and next thing they know, Thursday slips by and all these people just jumped up above them. And there's been people on the team that have literally missed out on millionaires being below them that they could have had as a part of their team, but they didn't because they delayed, and the universe conspired against them and saw that and said, oh, we see how committed you are. This is what you're going to lose out on. and guys, I'm just being honest. I've seen this like so many times in my career, especially with the kind of comp plan we have where people jump up above. So it's amazing the psychology they built into that. And I didn't even give you guys the full Thursday presentation. We have an entire page similar to the one I showed you that has our Thursday night replays, which walks through people like how we build this online. I kind of did you a disservice not showing you these kind of things. Guys, we show you, like here, I will show you this because this is pretty important. I'm going to show you on YouTube how we have people on the team that have videos ranked for like the most amazing. So, oh, wait. I can't be logged in as me because then it won't give you a fair result. Oh, wait. No, I can. I got to do incognito. So what incognito means is that Google doesn't know who I am, which is owned by, YouTube is owned by Google. So you see when I go here, it doesn't know who I am anymore. So I love this. That's one of my favorite clips. I love Good Will Hunting. So anyway, I want to show you guys, let's see. Guy, and anybody on the team? Jeremy left. I don't know. Patty, you might know. Is it CBD wealth transfer? Yeah, this is. So we own all of this. Check this out. CBD wealth transfer. So this is mine up top there. Jace Donovan's on the team, one of our 5K affiliates. This is Wes Warren on our team. This is Jeremy Droppa, who is right here live with us tonight. This is some ministries. No idea how they got in there. Tony and Elena are on the team. Jesse is on the team. Amy and Jason are on the team. James is on the team. This is Wes Warren again. Check this out. CBD best choice. CBD best choice. This guy has multiple videos in about the top 10 or so. And then there's a random one. This person's on the team. I don't know what that is. Vince is on the team. Jazz is on the team. You guys see how we like, by the way, guys, if you were to watch these, like, let's just go. Let's watch Tony's video. Oh, crap. I forgot about the new age stuff. Let's try Amy and Jason's.
Shopping in stores or online, it's common to come across a product.
Buzzing
about this, whether you're shopping in stores or online, it's common to come across a product containing CBD. So what
do you guys, here's what I want you to notice. This is not Amy or Jason Neidig on the team. This is them. You can see their picture right here. But as you'll see in this video, we could go through the whole thing. They do not appear anywhere in this entire video. But what happens is people that like the material that are in the video, they then come down, and if they click on this link here, they will directly be joining, first name, email, they would join Jason and Amy directly. We have people, guys, I have a guy on the team that just went through, remember that $300 thing I said I could charge $300 for this? We just had a guy on the team go through that. Literally within a single day, he already had prospects coming in through his YouTube, and he's never even got anyone else before that. So just to let you know, like, you don't have to appear on videos ever, but you can still make money with YouTube and things like this. And this is an example of somewhere where you can put some of your time in. And in fact, we have, let's see if I can find any Melissa stuff, like best CBD business 2020. Let me see if Melissa shows up for any of this. I think I have the wrong, I never know. I always ask her for best online CBD business 2020. Maybe she's on this. I don't know. But so we have a gal named Melissa on the team that has never ever appeared on a video. Her voice has never been on a video ever. She's brought in dozens of paid affiliates from YouTube alone. And all she did back when she was working a job, she would on the side just do some of the stuff that we share with you on how to build business on YouTube. And she would just grab videos and throw them up there, and she was getting traffic coming. And then she was able to leave her job and go full time. And then she started getting even more videos out there. She has like crazy, some of her big videos have like 80,000 views. You see how this one has like 2,000? This one has 3,500. Any of the really big ones down here? 24,000. She has videos that have had 80,000 views like this, 64,000. That's pretty good. So anyway, and she's brought in a whole crap load of people, and she's never even appeared on a video ever. She's done it all completely for free. And she's got paid on all those people really well because she's an executive. So anyway, that's one of our team plays. That is part of what will drive in some of the people with me taking that to very big levels within the team. But also part of it is me out doing paid advertisements on your behalf through Facebook and all kinds of places that will be driving in all kinds of pre-enrollees. And then we'll show you how our auto responders and our messages follow up with them and get them to join you in business with the videos and the things just like I showed you. So guys, that's everything I have for you. Let me see any other. Okay, perfect. So guys, any other questions, please connect with me on Facebook. Go look me up on Facebook, message me directly on there. But you can also email me. You'll get a better response on Facebook. But if you're never on there and you only do emails, that's fine. I respond to Facebook quicker in general. So that's what I do. So guys, super appreciate your time. Jump on in. You know exactly what to do now. Really, really looking forward. And this is one of the things I'll end this with is that, with an invitation to begin our journey together. And I cannot help my dad or anybody on this team make money unless I can help you make money. So when you join my dad or me or whatever it is that we will not be paid until we help you get paid. So for example, let's say you join my dad directly, and let's say we do all this stuff and I have you making $1,000 per month residual income. Well, when we do that, my dad is going to then make 30% matching on that, which is an additional $300 per month. And you still, just because we helped you make 1,000. So, and then realize when I can do that across dozens and hundreds of people, that becomes this amazing leverage over a giant team. And so this is by far the best compensation plan I've ever seen. And I don't mean just for me. That's not why it's the best. I don't look for compensation plans that benefit me as a guy in this industry that can put a bunch of people and stuff. That's not what will help you. I've never built a plan like that. I only will touch plans if it's a benefit to you. And because this compensation plan pays out up to 85% of all the money coming in, they just pay more than what's already out there. And so it's really amazing for your ability to come in, build this thing using the power of the internet, just like I've helped people for, thousands and thousands of people make their first profits over the last 14 years. And I don't think you're going to see anything like this. And when you throw in all the benefits and the things I'm offering tonight, this is, and guys, normally on a team webinar, we'll show you all this other stuff. We'll bring on a bunch of people on the team. And if you want to see all that, you're more than welcome to. And I can, in fact, when you become a pre-enrollee, the first thing that I send you by email will be a webinar replay from a normal Thursday night webinar, not this special one I did just for my personal enrollment. So you'll see that by email and you can check it out. I don't recommend you delay. I recommend you get in. I don't know for how long I'm going to offer some of these things and directly be building your business. And guys, let me be super clear. You are not going to get rich by joining me and then sitting on your ass doing nothing. You're not going to get rich. If you're lucky, you're going to get into profit at some point, but it's probably going to be slower than you would like. But it is going to be a benefit that's going to help accelerate your entire business. It's a major advantage over anybody else you're going to join in this company, or definitely any other company, because they don't have this type of compensation plan or this type of leadership to help you do all that. So enough said, guys. I want to wish you like all my love, my appreciation for all your time here, and really wish you all the best in all of these, these crazy times. We're in unprecedented times that there is there's a lot of people in a lot of pain all around the world. And you may be one of them. I have family members. I mean, my dad, he was super freaked out. And when he sees like his ability to create money with what we're doing here, and he's going to realize he will never ever work for corporate America again. And I wish the same for you. I was going to say I can't do it for you. I actually can do some of it for you, but not all of it. I can't do all the heavy lifting for you. I can do some of it. I can actually do the heavy lifting, but if you want to come in and go work your ass off like you never have in your life, that's how you go create 6 and 7 figures a month, and even multiple 5, and even 10,000. I know for most people, 10,000 a month completely changes their life forever. And being blessed, having done that many times over, and even helping people on the team. I remember one of my leaders on the team, when he had his first 5-figure month, he had never had a 5-figure month ever. Man, it was a game changer for him because he really, really needed it. They were in a really bad situation last fall. And realizing now there's so much more pain around the world. Guys, we have a lot of people joining. Here's what I'll share with you. I showed you some of those stats. You will never find it this easy to have people join your business and come in. It'll never be this easy again. I've never seen this level of people coming in because of how afraid they are of what's happening either to their jobs already, or their spouses, or their household income, or they're afraid of what might come over the coming weeks or months. And I have people that were totally safe, and now they're like, holy shit, I just lost my job. A few weeks ago, they knew they were totally safe. I have people that work for power companies. Those would be considered like critical. They can't change. Their job is threatened or already gone. It's freaking crazy. There is nothing that's completely secure or bulletproof. If you think yours is, probably the only exception is nursing or medical. That's the only exception. Even that I don't believe is bulletproof, but I think that's the most bulletproof that anybody might come close to right now. So that's everything I got for you guys. Love you. Appreciate you. You know what to do. Look forward to seeing you on the team, running with you. Look for emails from me. Connect with me on Facebook. I'll get you into by the way, you have to connect with me on Facebook so I can get you into the mastermind groups as well once you're fully in. So take care, guys. Chat to you really soon. Appreciate you so much. We will see you on the inside. Let's do this. I'm looking forward to helping you create the thing you've been looking for over all these weeks, months, or some of you have been looking for years or even decades. So let's do this.